Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Butterfly Palace. Have the best day ever adventuring through the rainforest at the Butterfly Palace. And Springfield Greene County Park Board, reminding you to go play. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
All right. Well, good morning on Tuesday. Hope your Monday got off to a good start, the work week, and we'll start Tuesday with some news.
An armed man robbed a convenience store in Nixa and got away. The man walked into the signal, showed a gun to the clerk, and told her to put the money from the cash register into his backpack. He left the store running. Nixa PD on their Facebook page posted pictures of the man from the security video. If you go check him out, you might know if you recognize him.
Israel continues its military response to the terrorist attacks from Islamic militant group Hamas over the weekend. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed his country saying, quote, "Israel is at war. We didn't want this war. It was forced upon us in the most brutal and savage way. But though Israel didn't start this war, Israel will finish it," end quote. Calling them savages, the Prime Minister talked about the Hamas terrorists publicly slaughtering, kidnapping, and even burning civilians that included children and Holocaust survivors. At least 900 Israelis were killed, marking the most Jewish people to be killed in one day since the Holocaust. We also now know there was a huge intelligence failure that allowed the attack in Israel. That has many Americans concerned about what could happen here. Just how many terrorist sleeper cells are there in the United States that have now come across the wide open southern border in the last few years? Consider this stat: more people on the terrorist watch list have been caught at the southern border just in the month of February this year than were caught in all of 2016 through 2020 combined. So,
wow,
that's a scary deal because they're showing up at the border. We're catching some of them more than ever before. How many, though, are we not catching? Because people just are flooding across the southern border and have been for a couple of years now. So it's a concern. It's a real concern.
It is a concern. Yes. This week, you can voice your opinion on what redevelopment will look like in the Lake Springfield area. It follows the decommissioning of the James River Power Station there. City utilities and the city of Springfield will attend the meeting to announce recommended options for what happens next to that area. The meeting is Thursday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. Mercy broke ground on a new emergency department to be connected to its orthopedic hospital in Ozark, right there near Evans Road and Highway 65. The 17,000 square foot building will cost about $32 million to build. It's expected to open in 2025 and is intended to be an emergency room for those in the Ozarks and Ozark and Nixa areas, and could see about 15,000 patients they expect per year. Currently, Mercy's main Springfield ER is at capacity, they tell us, almost every day.
Yeah, it's crowded. This should alleviate some of that, so that's great. One of Branson's longest tenured performers has passed away. Buck Trent was a banjo player who was well known for being on Hee Haw. He also performed on the Porter Wagner and Roy Clark shows, as well as with Dolly Parton. He started performing in Branson in the mid-1980s, and in the 90s, he started the first big morning show. Buck Trent was 85 years old. The Boy Scouts organization has sold the Frank Childress Scout Reservation near Joplin. The 175-acre property sold for $500,000, which actually is much less than the assessed value of $1.8 million. The Boy Scouts sold it to the Frank Childress Reserve Property Committee. That's a nonprofit which will maintain it and keep it open to the Boy Scouts.
All right. The University of Missouri School of Medicine is getting $16 million in federal money to help its Rural Scholars Program. It's to recruit young people from rural communities to go into the healthcare field. The school will take a simulation van to visit 80 high schools in Missouri and talk to the young people there about the importance of making a career in healthcare. Not a bad choice. St. Louis is the least safe city in America. How about that? Out of 182 cities considered, according to Wallet Hub. So take it for what it's worth from Wallet Hub, but St. Louis apparently ranking the least safe. The online site looked at home and community safety natural disaster risk, and financial safety. Out of all 182 cities, Wallet Hub scored St. Louis, finished in last place.
Yeah, not good. And having
Grown up there.
being from that area, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Although, I mean, there are some other cities who would give St. Louis a run for their money. I did see Chicago was not even close on the list. I think 50 away, which was surprising. Here is some good news. The U.S. economy added about 336,000 jobs in the month of September, which was more than expected. It is the largest monthly increase since January, and is about 90,000 more jobs than were added in August. So from August to September, there was a jump in 90,000 jobs created, which is good news. Get ready for gas prices to jump again, just as they were coming back down again, it seems. Oil prices climbed more than 3% during the following the Hamas terrorist attacks on Israel and now the ensuing war.
The post office going to raise price of stamps once again, citing inflation. The increase coming next year will be the second year in a row to increase prices. If the increase is approved, service prices will go up by another 2%. The last price increase was about 4.2%. All right, if you're looking for a seasonal job, Bass Pro Shops is hiring. In fact, a hiring event is set for Thursday and Friday of this week. You can check it out. You can just show up at Bass Pro from 10 to 7 on both days to get an interview and to work locally in hospitality, distribution, or retail. Pretty cool.
All right. Good job to have. This Saturday night, a star party is happening at Wilson's Creek National Battlefield in Republic. From 8 p.m. to 11 p.m., you can gaze into the night sky and learn about the stars. Telescopes will be set up for you to take a tour of constellations. There will also be kids' games at the Visitor Center from 8 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. The Springfield Astronomical Society is putting on the annual star party.
All right. Springfield's newest Waterburger is now open. It's in front of the Menards across the street from Costco on Northeast Gate, right there near Highway 65 and Chestnut Expressway. It opened yesterday with a soft opening just for the drive-through, and it was long lines, but they are going to be adding dining in very soon. It's the third location in Springfield for Waterburger.
All right. That's the one by Costco. So I have been waiting for that one to open because I'm over in that area fairly often. So I'll be jumping over to Waterburger.
Okay, do it.
It doesn't appear to be a highly traveled area other than the Costco.
Costco traffic, Menards traffic.
Menards.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Yeah. We'll see how it does. Maybe it will make traffic come to that area because there's a Taco Bell there now, and looks like some more development on the way. So perhaps it will be changing. All right. Well, have a great Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope very much to see you back here tomorrow morning.
Have a good day. See ya.